A new sprint star may have just arrived. In front of a packed London stadium, a 21-year-old Nigerian stunned one of the fastest fields of the season, defeated the reigning world champion, equaled his own national record, and announced himself as one of the biggest names in global sprinting. His name is Kanyinsola Ajayi, and after this performance, the athletics world is asking one question. Has Nigeria found its next sprint superstar? Coming into the London Diamond League, Ajayi already had momentum. The NCAA champion had enjoyed a remarkable collegiate season and had begun proving he could compete with the world's best professionals. But London represented a completely different challenge. Standing beside him were elite international sprinters, including reigning world champion Oblique Seville of Jamaica. Also lining up were Romell Glave, Cameroon's Emmanuel Eseme, Britain's Zharnel Hughes, and several other world-class athletes capable of running under 10 seconds on any given day. This wasn't simply another Diamond League race. It was a chance for Ajayi to prove that his earlier performances were no accident. As the athletes settled into their blocks, the tension inside the stadium was obvious. The conditions weren't ideal. A minus 0.7 meters per second headwind meant every sprinter would have to work harder from the very first step. Fast times become significantly more difficult when running into the wind, making every hundredth of a second even more impressive. When the gun fired, Ajayi exploded from the blocks. His drive phase looked smooth, powerful, and completely under control. While several athletes started well, Ajayi quickly established himself among the leaders. Oblique Seville stayed close, refusing to let the Nigerian pull away, while Romell Glave and Emmanuel Eseme remained firmly in contention as the race entered its decisive final meters. The final 30 meters became a battle between two outstanding sprinters. Seville began applying enormous pressure. The reigning world champion has built his reputation on strong finishes, and once again he charged toward the line looking capable of stealing victory. But Ajayi never panicked. His form remained composed. His stride frequency stayed remarkably consistent. And as both athletes crossed the finish line, everyone immediately turned toward the scoreboard. The result confirmed what many inside the stadium had just witnessed. Kanyinsola Ajayi had won. His winning time, 9.84 seconds. Seville finished second in 9.87, while Romell Glave produced a lifetime best of 9.97 for third, with Emmanuel Eseme also clocking 9.97 in an exceptionally deep race. Running 9.84 is extraordinary under any conditions. Running it into a headwind is even more impressive. The performance matched Ajayi's Nigerian national record and confirmed that his earlier breakthrough performances were no fluke. It also showed that he can consistently deliver against the very best sprinters in the world rather than only in collegiate competition. Perhaps even more importantly, this was another victory over one of the sport's biggest names. Beating the reigning world champion in a Diamond League final sends a powerful message. Ajayi is no longer simply a promising young talent. He is becoming a genuine contender every time he steps onto the track. This victory meant far more than winning another Diamond League race. For years, Nigeria has produced world-class sprint talent, but consistency against the very best professional fields has often been the biggest challenge. Ajayi is beginning to change that narrative. By matching 9.84 once again and defeating a field packed with established international stars, he demonstrated that he belongs among the world's elite. More importantly, he proved he can perform under pressure when every athlete in the field is capable of running under 10 seconds. Victories like this don't happen by accident. They are built through years of preparation, confidence, and the ability to execute when the spotlight is at its brightest. London may well be remembered as the race where Ajayi truly announced himself to the global athletics community. The men's 100 meters is becoming one of the deepest events in athletics. Every major meet now features multiple athletes capable of producing world-class times, and the battle for medals is more unpredictable than ever. Ajayi's victory adds another serious contender to that conversation. With Oblique Seville continuing to run at an elite level, Romell Glave producing a personal best, Emmanuel Eseme remaining consistently competitive, and several other global stars chasing victories throughout the season, every Diamond League race is beginning to feel like a championship final. That is great news for athletics fans. Every race now carries genuine uncertainty, and Ajayi has shown he has both the speed and composure to challenge anyone in the world. One race doesn't define an entire career, but some races change how the world sees an athlete. Kanyinsola Ajayi's 9.84 in London was one of those moments. He defeated the reigning world champion, matched the Nigerian national record, and reminded the athletics world that a new generation of sprinters is ready to fight for the biggest titles in the sport. The question now isn't whether Ajayi belongs among the world's fastest men. The question is just how much faster he can still become. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more verified track and field news, race analysis, and the biggest stories from around the world. Because when history is made, you'll hear it first on The Athlete Insider.